Successful experiment, but at what cost? Hi friends, it is currently 11:28 a.m. We're about 2 minutes away from going live, and I just want to say welcome back to another experiment. Let me sit you down and talk a little bit. That's right, today we are going to be doing an experiment. Now, did this experiment come to me literally last night as I realized that I'm going to be pretty much working every day this week and have exactly one day, which is today, to, do any sort of writing for the show, especially for End of Play? Yes. What is this experiment exactly? Well, if you read the title of this experiment, you definitely know more than me at this point. I am going to try and write as many songs as I can today. There are currently left to write in Act 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs. I don't think I'm going to tackle this one today. ¿Qué está pasando aquí is my mid-act 1, big 96,000 in the height moment. So I know I can't really tackle that one right now, but I'm thinking I want to tackle as many as I can. Maybe 5? The Fake Profile, Dreams and Debts, Take a Chance, Why Did You Leave Me, and Climbing. The Compromise is actually a scene. It's not going to be a song. So yeah, there are currently 5 songs in Act 1 that I can tackle during this time. So that's the experiment. The experiment is your girl is literally going to try and write as many songs as she can. How many do I get done? I don't know. We're going to shoot for 5. 6 is the stretch goal, but we're going to shoot for 5, and it's going to be one every sprint. I'm going to take you along with me. This experiment is a bit haphazard, so poor editing me having to put this shit together. But yeah, I literally thought about it last night and I was like, why don't I just do this experiment right now? What I'm gonna do next is I'm going to hit start stream. There are indeed 17 days left. And now we are live. I'm going to move my Yamaha, put her up here, set everything up. I have my coffee, I have my water, and then light a candle and just start writing. And more importantly, I'm going to be recording the demos on my iPad instead of on my phone, since I want to actually capture the process and I need the phone camera, so my iPad is gonna have to do for today. Not the ideal situation, since I do prefer to record my demos on my phone so I could listen to them whenever I just have time, but you gotta do what you have to do. Okay, I have to let people know that we're live, and I will check in with you at the beginning of the next sprint. Or the first sprint, really. Ha! Vlog's officially on. The chat has decided to say hi. I guess that is an appropriate emote today. And so with that, let us get started. 6 sprints on the board in 3, 2, 1. Wamo, sprint 1. Okay, enough. I have to make Mr. Nosso believe that I'm a savior come down from the heavens. I have to make Mr. Nosso believe that I'm a savior come down from the heavens. That's all I've got so far. It's very rough, but that was 45 minutes. Whoo! 1 of 5. Crossing that off the list. It's officially off the list. I have a little kernel of a song. It's definitely going in a bit of a different direction than I was expecting, because for me it was it's the fake profile, she's kind of devious about it, but I love the little flip in it where she's I have to make her believe that I'm the savior, that I was going to be the one to do it, but then the ideal version of me is this fake version of her that she creates, and eventually Alejandra ends up falling for the real her, so I really think that there's a good place to kind of set up her thing too. One thing I hadn't considered was my hand hurting. I went so crazy on the... So my hands hurt. I think it'll be good. The limitation of my cramped hand will make me want to approach the writing process differently. All right, friends. Next sprint, which means next song for me. Ready? En three, en due, en uno. Wah, 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 wah. Wamos. Live our dreams, and there are debts that we both owe to something bigger than ourselves. There are dreams and debts that we both owe to something bigger than ourselves. Oof. You guys ready to hear another song? 2 for 2. 2 for 2 right now. This is like intense. Oh my god. It's like 45 minutes popping out a song with like a semblance of a structure. All right, this is Dreams and Debts. Pitch, I was just popping in to say hi, but now I want to yell at Maiga about carpal tunnel. I did play this one lighter on my hands. I think now I'm straining my voice a little bit. I like that it sounds like confrontational, and it's like, you know, Alejandra's gonna have like interjections like, that's not what I meant. No, I know, I understand. No, that's not what I'm saying. But she's just so mad, right? She's like spiraling, like yelling at her daughter, like, how dare you even think that this wasn't gonna work? But yeah, it's really about Alejandra kind of taking, not control, but like being like, Mom, there are better ways to have the stream be functional. And her mom is very much like, no. And with that, let's jump into the next sprint. I think I'm probably going to get a snack. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Wamos. Okay, I'm here. Non-stream me anyway. The third sprint just started. So far we are 2 for 2. And I'm starting to get hungry. So I'm gonna try and eat something really fast and come back and write the third song. One thing, just checking in right now, my wrists are doing okay. After the very first one, they were not, but my voice is starting to go because I've just been singing everything full voice and I need to take it easier on my voice. Also, Pitch coming in hot with later all, and Maiga, watch your damn wrist, girl. So I'm gonna go make a botanical tea that I just bought and let that soak and then figure out what to eat. I might have ramen. All right, see you in a sec. So, made a little tuna salad. There are currently 32 or so minutes left on the sprint. I'm still trying to decide if I want to just chow down and jump in there or take my food in there and potentially spill. Probably gonna be me taking my food in there. Oh, I have to say, this pace has been incessant. Like, I am giving it my all. And it is taking a lot, but I'm glad that I had like the forethought to have food ready for today. So, I am also making an infusion, not this one, this one. The Barlow Botanicals Cold Water Infusion Strawberry Lemon Orange Blossom. I haven't tried it yet, but I just want something non-caffeinated. And so with that, I'll check in with you either with a song thing or at the beginning of the next sprint. I don't know. You will know before me. That's so cringy. Actually, update, there's 19 minutes left. And the herbal infusion I made was literally disgusting. So I'm gonna set you up and then just start recording, baby. So I'll see you in a bit. I don't think anyone has asked me that before. This might be the first time I've really opened up that door. My voice hurts so much. It literally hurts so much. I don't think my dad knew how much I wanted others to feel like me. Third song, I actually have something I like. Because I only spent like 20 minutes writing this song, what I know best is the chord progression, but it's definitely meant, at least in my mind, it's sounding very like Evermore or folklore vibes. My favorite line that I came up with is, I inherited his vision and it's been my mission to make it come true. I think that that's a really good line. This song is titled Café con Leche, where she talks about kind of her vision for the store. You know, essentially tells people like, this is what I've always dreamed of and what I would have done if my dad hadn't had died or whatever. All right, everyone, let's get to work before I lose any more steam. Oh no, I see the chaos has begun. In 3, 2, 1. Wamos. And I left my family, I left everything to make our dreams come true. And I left my family, even my own mother, to come here with you. Mi amor, your voice comes to me every night on a dream. I haven't slept since you left me. Hi, so there's about a minute and a half left of the 4th sprint, and I do have a 4th song for Rosa titled Tomás, ¿por qué me dejaste? Why did you leave me? Now I have to be honest, I am starting to get pretty tired. We do only have, God, the camera should be pointing at me, right? This is the 4th song, so we're still going 4-4-4, but I definitely start to feel like the ideas are like definitely saved on my like recorder. I have, oh, I can't even see because it's saving the changes right now, but I have at least 30 minutes of a demo here that I'm gonna listen through and like sort out lyrics. So I do just like some of the like free lyrics I came up with, like free form lyrics, but like it's getting hard for me to like sing and think of range because my voice is tired. But I do like a lot of what I'm coming up with, and this song in particular because I do have to use my Spanish rhymes. So I'm really pushing myself, even though I'm just trying to get kernels. All right, there are 15 seconds left, so I will check in with you for the 5th song, and then God, if we do a 6th one, it'll just be a miracle, though I'm thinking that I'm not gonna make it. Like, I'm gonna try the 5th one, but the 6th one feels like way too much. Oh my God. 4 out of 4. I'm definitely going to try for the 5th song, but I think it's gonna be higher, but my voice is so tired that this is just kind of the way it's going. I like the rhymes of like this, the English and Spanish lines that play into each other, and how if you don't know exactly what it says in English, you can kind of figure out the context from like the English part. First verse is going to be about like him passing and about like how that's affected her and her relationship with her daughter. And then it's going to be about how like the reason they came to the US was because that was his dream too, and she fell in love with him. And because she fell in love with him, she fell in love with his dream, and so she left her family and everything to be with him, which her parents didn't like. And so she's been alone here for a couple years, and you know, it took her forever to go see her family. In a way, it's like paralleling what Alejandra's gonna do, where Alejandra's love is so big that she's willing to leave her family the same way that Rosa did to go with her husband to the US. So it's a similar thing, but for different reasons. So I like that parallel is kind of coming just intuitively to me as I write it out. I don't know. It is a rom-com in a way, so like, is it bad that I want Alejandra's life to be like loved? I hope not. I can barely keep going, but I really want like to hit my minimum of 5 songs. All right, let's just jump into the next sprint before I totally bail on this dream of mine of writing 5 songs. I'm exhausted. All right, actually it's time. Let's do this. In 3, 2, 1, last sprint. I'm dying. Ugh. Why do you look like you're smiling so big? Are you texting her? Who are you texting? No one. You're texting no one. That's right. Who are you texting that got you smiling that big? I mean, is that Miss Donoso? It's Miss Donoso. Oh, Miss Donoso. She's totally your type. Got this This girl is so fucking cute and she's talking to me, and now I have her personal number. I can see her looking at the messenger, and she has a blue text message, which means she also uses an iPhone, which I already knew. Why is she getting me so flustered? I mean, she's just another girl. My God, how do you get a grip? All right, gang. I couldn't do it. I mean, I wrote a fifth song. It's in E major. It's just gonna be this cute little song where they realize like everything that could possibly go wrong, and yet they still want to do it. But I can't. Oh, I can't do any more. I have written 5 songs by the skin of my teeth, but literally my throat hurts, my ears hurt, everything hurts. I think I'm gonna go to bed. So I think this is actually the end of the stream. It is currently 3:55 p.m. I'm so tired. Ugh. So hopefully I've included the stream stuff for this, which means that you already know everything that happened, which means, yeah, I called it quits early. I have 5 songs. I have a demo for the 5th one that's 14 minutes long, and I actually really like it, and I feel like I definitely sketched out the entirety of the song, but I have no brain cells left to like sit down and work through a rhyming pattern even in the slightest. But yeah, that is 5 songs. Okay, let's wrap up this experiment while I still have brain cells. First off, impromptu random experiment that I decided to do today went super well in terms of like doing its objective. I have been really struggling with writing music and with kind of ripping the band-aid and following through with any ideas that I had. So just quantity this time is exactly what I needed to do. I don't know how much of these songs are gonna stay. I know a lot of the lyrics aren't gonna make it through, but I like the sonic vibe I created for every single song, actually. The first 3 were 45-minute endeavors, and those are definitely more concise, whereas the last 2 were more like 15 to 20-minute endeavors, and those are definitely more sketch-like, but I feel like it's 5 songs, and they all sound super different and convey the different emotions that I want. But yeah, impromptu experiment, great in that sense. Things that I didn't consider. I'm a very emotional singer, so usually when I'm singing, I will go full out to get kind of the feel for it vocally, and especially since I'm writing for a mostly women cast, I kind of just put myself in those shoes. The problem is that I totally wasted my voice. My voice really, really hurts. It hurts to talk right now, actually, because I just blew out my chords. I mean, that's kind of dramatic, but it really feels that way. Like I pushed too hard, especially in song 2. I was like really, really emotional for Dreams and Debts, and I just sung it full voice for a lot of it, and so then I had less and less voice for the last 3 songs, and it was hard to come up with melodies that I really like, especially in my upper register when my voice feels like this. My wrists did not end up hurting too much, but I did also start going away from kind of the which is more arranging and more vibe, and I went more into, which is way easier to play and more of a sketch, but it is easier on my fingers, especially when trying to do 5 songs at once. I don't know if I could have prepared for this better. Coming from like a songwriting background for like more pop style, it's not that rare to come up with that many songs in that little amount of time. You know, I have a whole series on here where I try to write songs in a literal hour, so writing songs in that amount of time is fine for me, and it was a good exercise, but I am feeling super tired. The experiment was successful. It did its intended purpose. I think I just got all the songs out of me that I could, and it leaves me in a good place to revise stuff for next week to meet with John and potentially finish the last 2 songs in Act 1 next week, although I don't know if I want to take 7 songs to our lesson. If I just spend the next week working through these 5 songs, it'll be like time well earned. But I do have to say that while this does help kind of rip the band-aid because you're writing so much, I think I just need to have a healthier relationship with writing music and writing songs. I feel very precious about everything I write, and I need to kind of stop doing that, especially for the show. Like, I will be writing stuff that I'm gonna have to get rid of, and that's just kind of part of what it means to write a musical. There are a lot of possible answers to the same question or the same song in your show, and you're pretty much designing them all. So yeah, the experiment, a success. I would never do this again unless I was really in a pinch where I only had one day to write, kind of how this week is. Successful experiment, but at what cost? I wrote 5 songs in 4.5 hours. Probably 4 hours. I'm pretty impressed with myself. The kernels are all good, and I like them all. I think I need to change some keys around potentially, maybe make melodies more interesting, but outside of that, it's good. Now I'm gonna shut up because my voice hurts, and I'm gonna go sleep because I've been up since 6. So with that, I will see you guys with another vlog or experiment. Adio. Adio.